Hey guys, well as promised this is going to be a video of the contents of my new makeup bag. I mentioned it in my Christmas and birthday haul video. It's this one that my sister got me, and she got it from Urban Outfitters, and it has this print on it that is kind of like paper dolls. And if you can get a look at the overall shape and size, it's got these nice two little handles here, nice, all covered in plastic that you can easily wipe off. Little front pocket here on the very front, and then it has two zippers that allow it to completely fold open. So when you fold it open, it'll just, lay flat like this on your table or counter. And my situation with makeup, I need to kind of, I guess, explain with my work when I'm anchoring. I usually do my makeup first at home, but I will take certain products that I might use to touch up with before or during the newscast. I will take those with me, and it sometimes changes. What I'm showing you in here today is the stuff I took today. Some of those items stay the same quite often, but other items, mainly either the blush, the eyeshadow, and the lip stuff, can vary, just depending on the day and what I use differently that day. So I always, I'm kind of changing it around and keeping it different. So anyway, what you've got here, it unfolds, and here's a big pocket here, and this is a really, it's going to be kind of hard for me to show you this actually, but it's a really big pocket. You can actually fit a lot of things in here. I really don't have it packed as full as one could pack it, but the things that I have in here, like I said, I'm not bringing this so I can do a full face of makeup. I'm bringing what I need to touch up with. So in this pouch I've kind of kept some general face powders that aren't blushes or bronzers or anything like that. I've got my Mineral Power Finishing Veil, which is just nice to, I kind of run that underneath my eyes. If I want to refresh my eyeliner or something, I put a little bit more of that because it's very lightweight and it keeps the oils in that liner from running. I also have my L'Oreal True Match powder in Sun Beige, which is just kind of a nice all-over touch-up powder as far as, reducing shine and things like that. And then I've got my Wet n Wild Mega Glow kind of bronzer all-over face powder in Starlight Bronze. I also tossed a concealer in there, my Maybelline Mineral Power concealer, which I generally don't need to touch up my concealer, but I just have it there in case of emergency, and of course my e.l.f. eyelash curler. So that does it for that big pouch, but like I said, that held so much more for me when I took it home and, was actually traveling with it and had a lot more things that I needed to put in it. Next I'm going to tell you about this middle pouch here. It can fold either way. One side is going to show you a little mini pouch, and you can see through to this center zippered part. There's a zipper that runs all the way across there, and you can keep some things there. So I'm going to talk about that first, and then my brushes sit on the other side. There's Tyler. I think you can probably see him in the background a little bit. But anyway, this little zippered pouch here is just small enough to, oops, make sure nothing's falling out. It's kind of small, so I just keep a few things in there. I've got my cold pills, considering I have a cold right now, some eyelash glue, hairpins, Q-tips, and things like that. And then you unzip this part, and I've got all these things in here that are kind of like my tall, skinny items, like my mascara. I got a couple different mascaras, my Max Factor 2000 Calorie. Sometimes I'll top that off if I'm refreshing my mascara a little bit with the Double Extend, because it's so lengthening. It really builds on top of anything that's volumizing. And I take my Revlon Colorstay liquid liner just in case of emergency, in case, it was pouring down rain in between here and work and I had to get outside in it or something. And then this liner in Black Brown, which I may refresh my lower liner with a little bit. I've got my clear brow gel because I almost always go over my eyebrows again. And today I did a pretty neutral look on the lips, so I've got a lighter lipstick. This one happens to be NYC in Caramel. and I've got kind of a light gloss that I put in the middle center of my lips, Buff Diamond from, I think this came from Sally Beauty Supply or something like that, and a Carmex. So that stuff fits very, very nicely in that center pouch, and you just zip it up, and you're good. And now, as for the back here, this has a little strap section there where you can see where my brushes are sitting, and it holds them in there nicely, and they don't get roughed up and just being in the midst of all the rest of the makeup. So what I take with me to work as far as brushes, I do take a concealer brush that I reserve for dry products. This is what I would use with that Maybelline Mineral Power Finishing Veil if I wanted to just lighten up the area around my eye, even right in here close to my nose. Great last minute, eye brightener there. I take this powder brush, which is from Walmart. It just says powder brush on it. It was very cheap, and it's just served me well. It's kind of flat. It's sort of a unique shape, I guess. I believe something similar to that still exists at Walmart. I couldn't tell you what little brand name they stuck on it. This is from Revlon, just a nice blush brush. And then as for my eye brushes, I always take my little brow groomer thing. And then I take 2 sizes of contour brushes, my Mary Kay one that is a little bit bigger, and my smaller one, Essence of Beauty from CVS, my fine crease brush. And then I take a liner brush, this one's from Mary Kay, and an eyeshadow brush. This one is also from Mary Kay that you can do your highlighter with. So pretty much all the brushes one would need, I take those with me. And then this other side, you've got two little zippered pouches here. They're both separate, and they both actually come out. So they're Velcroed in there, but I just leave them and unzip them, and I've got in one side I've got my blushes and bronzers. So bronzer I take with me is my Milani Sunset Duos in Sunset Beach, just a nice matte bronzer to go over your face with. If I feel like I want a little more shimmer, my Wet n Wild bronzer in Tahitian Tan. And again, these are subject to change. This is where I will kind of switch it up. Today I've got my Milani Mineral Powder Blush in Mai Tai. I've got my contouring blush that I use. It's CoverGirl Cheekers in Golden Pink. So a peachy shade and kind of a deeper peach. And then I've got my new Doo-Wop Blush Booster in Apple in there, kind of an illuminating blush shade. So I like to give myself options, but not take too much. That's sort of my motto with my work makeup. And then as far as eyeshadows, what I happen to take today, of course, my CoverGirl Trio with that center shade, Golden Sunrise, that I use quite often. And also my Jane Duo here, that I use that lighter shade in Dune for highlight or whatever. And then I've got my Hip Concentrated Shadow Duo, and I use that darker shade quite a bit. Look very similar to the one I have on today. Using these same colors, you can check out my blog. It's beautybroadcast.blogspot.com, and I did like a face of the day not too long ago using those, showing you in writing, I guess, how I use those different shadows. And then one that I tend to always keep with me is my Smashbox Smoky Eyes Trio with a plum, a brown, and a goldeny shade, just in case. I guess that's always kind of that product that, if something doesn't look quite right, that one kind of seems to do the trick when I finish, to finish off the look. So anyway, once I zip these up, that pretty much sums up, I'm always keeping an eye on my time here, that sums up my new makeup bag and kind of how I've got it organized. I'll give you a look at it one more time so you can see. You've got this side with these 2 removable pouches, and then the brushes. That flips down, and you've got a place for maybe some of your taller tube type things like mascaras and lip gloss, and a little pouch there for small things. And then this could hold just absolutely anything else that you might want to take. So really, really cute little bag, and I'm really enjoying it so far. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, maybe got a little more insight into how my makeup goes when I go to work. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.